This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:53. Time to get you ready for your Monday here in the Morning Sprint.
Destiny Richards is live at Avista Stadium with how you can work for the Spokane Indians.
Mark Peterson telling us about some morning fog and some light afternoon showers today.
But let's get straight to Sydney Charles with breaking news of a devastating earthquake in Asia.
That's right. A 7.8 magnitude earthquake killed over 1,800 people in Turkey and Syria. And breaking just now, all schools in Turkey are closed for the rest of the week due to that earthquake. Over 5,000 people have been injured in Turkey, and more than 2,400 people have been rescued from under the rubble of collapsed buildings. Turkey's president saying around 2,800 buildings have been destroyed. Right now, around 9,000 people are working on search and rescue efforts. The Turkish government has received offers of assistance from NATO, the European Union, and 45 other countries. The latest on the destruction caused by the earthquake is coming up next on Good Morning America.
All right, good morning. As we look at our first alert weather, and that weather app still available, still free. Well, we've got 32 degrees waking up and heading out, which is above average for this time of year. Our highs also above average. We're going to have temperatures around 40, 45 in Ritzville, Pullman 42, but gusty winds into Pullman. We're going to have some patchy morning fog, then cloudy conditions throughout much of the day. As you can see, we climb up, and 40 will be our high today, and we'll stay there throughout much of the late afternoon.
Some breaking news from the Idaho Supreme Court this morning. Justices will hear an appeal in the case of two people denied entry to the festival at Sandpoint in 2019 for carrying guns. The two men claim their civil liberties were violated. The court determined that because the city of Sandpoint leased War Memorial Field Park to the festival at Sandpoint, that the festival is allowed to ban firearms at its discretion. The two men, Scott Herndon and Jeff Avery, were told they'd be removed if they tried to enter with their guns. They ultimately left and sued the city for violating their civil liberties, a case that was dismissed with prejudice. The hearing for today's appeal will begin at 8:50.
And we hope to learn more today about a convicted killer's new arrest on assault charges. Avonde Graham was sentenced in late 2013 for killing Charlotte McGill while she was walking her dog on the Centennial Trail. Graham was 17 years old at the time and pleaded guilty to avoid going to trial. This morning, he is back in jail. McGill's daughter found her before she died, and McGill gave a brief description of her attacker. Police caught Graham several months later when he attacked a Gonzaga student on the trail. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison. According to the Washington Department of Corrections, he was released from prison on October 18th of 2022. The Spokane County jail roster shows Graham was booked for assault more than a week ago.
Spokane police arrested a couple who they said would routinely go into a store, fill shopping baskets with items, and then run out. Police say 35-year-old Brandon Stoddard and 25-year-old Monica Bogus stole more than $23,000 worth of merchandise from two stores. Bogus was in a stolen car near Northtown Mall when officers arrested her last Monday. Stoddard was in a store nearby, and officers were able to catch him too. In fact, this picture from police shows Stoddard being arrested wearing some of these stolen clothes. You can read more about the story right now on KXLY.com.
And this morning, we have been live at Avista Stadium talking all about the Spokane Indians hiring for the spring-summer season. The first home game is April 11th, so they have a bunch of positions to hire for and concessions at the team store. So many, you can even sign up to be a mascot. You can go to our website, KXLY.com, where we have more information and a link to the website to apply for jobs.
The death of Tyree Nichols, who died days after he was beaten by Memphis police, has gained the attention of people nationwide, including here in Spokane. This weekend in Spokane, multiple groups, including the NAACP and the Washington Coalition for Police Accountability, spoke about police brutality. Speakers encouraged people in attendance to go to tonight's city council meeting and demand more to be done to prevent police brutality here.
There is a new controversial traffic bill under consideration in Olympia right now that could limit right turns on a red light in certain areas. If passed, drivers could no longer make that right turn within 1,000 feet of designated areas. One man we spoke to, Arias Franklin, says he welcomes Bill 1582 and believes it's a small step in the right direction to ensure safety for people like him with disabilities and others. If passed, the bill would go into effect on July 1st of 2024.
Today's Powerball jackpot is expected to be the 5th largest ever since no one matched all 6 numbers drawn Saturday night. Tonight's jackpot is an estimated $747 million. It's about $403 million if you choose that lump sum cash option. That is the way to go. Hey, we will be right back with the final check of weather with Mark Peterson right after this.